and South Africa have a lot in common. They're both developing nations, they share a rich cultural history, and they both are looking to attract more foreign investment into their own countries. In fact, one of the objectives of President Jacob Zuma's visit here was not only to strengthen bilateral relations, but to also sell the South African growth story to Indian investors. So, has it worked? Well, Shilpa Cannon has been speaking to businesses from both countries to find out just where the relationship is headed.
As trucks of grains are brought in, the process begins to turn it into malt and finally into one of the most popular forms of alcohol, beer. South African brewer SABMiller has around a third of the Indian beer market and makes Haywards 5000 and Foster's along with many other brands of beer in the country. India is an exciting market for South African companies as the country's rich middle classes are contributing to a growing demand.
We find that the growth rate is very healthy in India, despite all the problems and rising prices and government interference. The market is growing at about a 14 to 15% kind of growth rate on the average, which is an extremely healthy growth rate. This is happening on the back of incomes, which are, as you know, rising. GDP growth of about 7-8%, which translated into buying power. When you apply a multiplier for beer, becomes almost 1.5 times that. We find that urbanization is another parameter that greatly influences consumption of beer.
India and South Africa.
For now, investments are trickling in. But what India really wants is some big-ticket deals in infrastructure and a share in South Africa's rich natural resources. But there's no denying that the thirst for more business from companies in both countries is huge and growing.